Fellow classmates, family, friends, and distinguished guests, welcome to the 2022 commencement ceremony. Exactly 12 years ago today, 18 of us were graduating kindergarten on June 16th, 2010, from Central Elementary School. I think it's safe to say we've come a long way in those 12 years. We've learned that life can change at any moment. We've learned that nothing is guaranteed, and most importantly, we've learned to persevere. These lessons have brought us here today, here, now, about to graduate from high school, and moving on to greater successes. Congratulations, class. Introducing Stephanie Ager, salutatorian, with In the Long Run. In the long run. I grabbed my sneakers and laced them up. I was preparing for the warm-up. I was new to Bellows Falls as an incoming freshman and wanted nothing to do with it. It's not easy transitioning from the town you lived in your whole life to an entirely new environment. To my surprise, the warm-up was shorter than expected because I quickly settled in with the cross-country team and felt more prepared for the next few years. Ready, runners set. Then the gun fires. The race towards the finish has begun. Right from the start, I held myself to high standards. I wasn't going to lose this race. I was going to do everything in my power to get to the front of the pack from the start. I spent hours every night and weekend studying. My parents would always say, "Who comes home from school on Friday and immediately starts their homework?" Me, I told them. As a freshman, I wanted to establish my place in the race immediately, and so I did. Deep breath, head down, pump the arms. The first hill of the race. Don't waste your energy the first time around. Conserve it, but keep the effort high. You're not going to win the race by destroying yourself on the first hill. As individuals, we will always face challenges, but we can't consume all of our energy on one goal because we won't be able to reach the finish line or possibly even the next race. We must take a deep breath, refocus ourselves, and trust our instincts, because we can and will get over that hill. We have reached the other side of our first hill. Now, we must run down the hill. We don't slow down and relax. We speed up. This is where we gain time. Just because we made it to the top of the hill and have a chance to go down, we must not relax because we've made it to this pinnacle point. We must continue to challenge ourselves, propelling us further and faster. It is in the middle of the race, when no one is watching, that we as individuals tend to slack. However, it is important to keep the effort strong. Our stamina builds when no one is watching, and this stage is the extra 1% that makes us reach our individual potential. We must be comfortable being uncomfortable. Life isn't easy, so we must maintain our resilience. Over the past few years, I have gained insight into the motivating forces that push my potential without anyone watching. And now, standing here on the stage, I am proud of the adversity I have overcome and the challenges I have conquered with all of you around. In the long run, it is quite difficult to sprint at the end of the race. But here we are, sprinting towards the apparent finish line, looking into the future that lies ahead of us. However, the finish line of any race, of any challenge, lies not at the end. It starts at the beginning. Graduating from high school is the passage to the start line. We have our whole lives ahead of us. Looking back at our races, our games, our creations, our performances, we have certainly voiced and felt we could have done better. In truth, we can't go back in time. Thus, we must acknowledge both positive and negative aspects of our passions, learning and improving as we stand at the start line, pacing ourselves to the finish. Reminiscing on the past few years, nothing but gratitude fuels my appreciation for the experiences, opportunities, and challenges that have shaped who I am today. If anyone would have told me 4 years ago that I would be up on the stage speaking in front of the student body, the faculty, and the entire Bellows Falls community, I would have never believed them. This is similar to how I never believe the runners on the start line who say, "I run this event so slowly," or "I have never run this event before." If you knew anything about me freshman year, or even last year, you would know that public speaking has never been my forte. But now, here I am. Running, like most passions, takes endurance, perseverance, stamina, along with mental, emotional, and physical fortitude. Recognizing these challenges and hard work must never keep us from approaching the start line every time possible. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. In closing, I want to thank everyone who has influenced my drive to achieve greatness. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Ready, set, go. Now introducing Thomas Lynch with My Final Complaint.
Now for those of you, my final complaint. Now for those of you who haven't had the wonderful opportunity to be in a class with me, you have been spared from the unusual amount of random complaints. Never have my complaints been about something useful or of value. For instance, many times I would complain about my summer job and then proceed to go to work there just to complain about it even more. This was in fact proven with my indignation towards my participation in the band and how I dread the experience of picking up my saxophone. But there I was, marching onward in the parades and the football games in all my glory. However, I will not apologize for my constant complaining. In fact, I believe every one of us must rant about something. And if you can't think of anything, maybe I can help. Like one of those packets of homework that go on for 20 pages, or those essays that you can never see the end of. In my case, it was those long parades where I had to march left, right, left, although I was never on beat. Just as I fell off beat, the complaints rumbled at the wrong time and place, jumping out and about, leaving me looking like a fool. One of my infamous moments was during U.S. history upon discovering packets of barbecue sauce that were likely 3 or more years old. I simply wanted to help Mr. Willis clean his room. Every day I would state, "It's time to throw these away," in hopes of changing his yearly, daily cleaning habits. He never relented. However, I disposed of them, among many other relics of his. This should tell you how much I like to complain. It took me over a year to throw away 6 little packets that the teacher isn't going to care about. Let's face it, a complainer has a purpose. Although, let's get to the real point of my complaints. My complaints here are simply coming to an end. No more comments on how the non-existent walls are totally keeping us warm, or why proofs need to be proven if we already know it's correct. As we march forward, we may walk away from the audiences we once had, those individuals who were at the mercy of our daily complaints, and yet the future will, no doubt, require a new disposition given the overwhelming moments of newness. What really bothers me is that my complaints will no longer be of use. There were a few shining moments where my words have saved us, but they will soon fall on deaf doors. However, always remember that complaints have a purpose, and this just might not be my final complaint. Now I welcome Jonathan Terry with Teamwork.
Teamwork. Good evening, fellow graduates, families, and friends. After experiencing 4 years of ups, downs, challenges, and triumphs together, we are here celebrating our last and most memorable accomplishment as a class. I don't know about you guys, but these past 4 years have gone by really fast. I'm sure most of you remember being a freshman and hearing Mr. Hodgson saying that high school will go by quickly and to cherish every moment. Some of you may be sad that our time here at BFUHS is now coming to an end, and some of you may have been waiting for this moment your entire lives. Wherever you stand, one thing is certain: we will remember the moments we have created during these past 4 years for the rest of our lives. It is no secret that the class of 2022 is skilled in many different ways, as we have shown resilience not only academically but athletically as well. Since our underclassmen years at BFUHS, we have brought several state championships under our belt, including 2 field hockey championships, 1 track and field championship, 3 cross-country championships, and 1 football championship. As a captain of the football team, I can truly say that being part of such an amazing brotherhood is something that we will remember for the rest of our lives. There is no better feeling than winning the last game in Rutland and parading through town, all while doing it with our brothers. To know that all of the hard work we did together, not only during the season, but during the summer as well, paid off is forever gratifying. We all know that going to school for 6 hours straight and then going straight to practice afterwards, consisting of grass drills, hills, and 10s and 20s in 90-degree heat with full pads on, challenged us beyond our physical and mental endurance. Most of us would not do this on our own just for fun. But as part of a team, we have a common goal in mind, making every practice so much easier and meaningful. At the moment, during those drills in that steamy summer and early autumn weather, it may seem pointless to some of you. However, at the end of the season, when we make it to the playoffs or the state championship game, as individuals, we become much more thankful for all the hard work we have put in as a team leading up to that point. Those moments in the 90-degree heat are where winners are made. Even if you have not experienced this feeling, being a part of any team can be a highlight in anyone's life. Teamwork is something that creates community and unity, and most individuals benefit from being part of a whole. Through teamwork, we can do things that could never be done individually. Not only can we all benefit from being a part of a team, but being a part of a team is a lot more fun. At the end of the day, what we remember the most from our childhood or high school will not necessarily be what we learned in the classroom, even though the quadratic formula will be very useful to most of us in the real world. It is the interactions with our peers that will have the biggest impact on us. As nobody has accomplished this achievement on their own, it is important to show your gratitude to those individuals who have been by your side on your journey to where you are today. I personally would like to thank my parents, siblings, my girlfriend McKenna and her family, as well as all the teachers, coaches, and teammates I have had over the years. It would be hard to say that I would be where I am today without any of you. And to my parents and siblings, surprise, I'm giving a graduation speech. Who would have ever thought that the quiet kid would be on stage giving a speech, but here I am. As we look ahead, whether you plan on going to college, starting a career, or taking another path, I see nothing but great things coming everybody's way. Keep in mind that none of you are going into the adult world on your own and that you are all a part of a team. And that team is the class of 2022. And for all of you underclassmen, do me a favor and cherish every moment while you're in school, even if you despise history class or chemistry class, as one day it will all be over and you may miss it when it is. To close, I would like to thank all of you who have come out here tonight, and I would like to wish my fellow graduates the very best and brightest future. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Ariana Wanderley with the Traveling Stone.
The Traveling Stone. Looking out at everyone here, I can't help but wonder what everyone is thinking. When you meet someone, what's the first thing you notice about them? Is it their eyes or their height? Or maybe it's their clothes or the way they present themselves. I look at the community who sits and stands before us, and I wonder what experiences all of you have had in your lives. I look out at teachers who have guided us through our education, fellow classmates, family members, and friends who have influenced how we have grown as individuals. And I wonder what occupies so many individual minds. As many of you know, I grew up in the circus. The circus serves as a venue and form of artistic expression, pushing participants to advance as individuals more than they may have ever envisioned. The number of lessons that I have had the privilege of learning from the circus community is too expansive to lay out for everyone. However, the major takeaway has been the importance of individuality. Here, we stand as a class, but we will leave as individuals. Our experience is unchangeable, but our future is influential. Our job is to determine how we wish to impact the world around us. Throughout our lives, we have been asked what we want to do after high school, what college we want to attend, what future we envision for ourselves. However, have we possibly been asked the wrong questions? Instead, consider who you are as an individual. I ask you to reflect on your years in school and how you have individually grown. I ask you to understand who you are in order to interpret who you want to be.
It isn't until we understand ourselves when we will be able to reflect upon what we want our futures to look like. In essence, as I look out at a collage of different faces, personalities, and passions, I ask you to forget about the pressure of determining what you want to be, and instead I ask, who do you want to become? Nobody except for you can understand how you need to live your life. Take the time to reflect on your life and determine what you wish to change. Our mistakes and heartache are what is going to make us different and influential. Learn from your past and determine who you want to become based on the life experiences that have instructed you, inspired you, and impacted you. While on the whole, I wish to know everyone's story, I recognize the different high school experiences we have lived, and only as individuals can we truly grasp what we have learned and how we have grown. Among independent accomplishments, state championships, deadlines, mental challenges, a pandemic, and a major clock counting down the days until this chapter of our lives comes to a close, we have all perceived our time here differently. We all walked the same halls and we had the same teachers, and yet we are all walking away with our own stories. We leave this school with a legacy of memories that are individualized and can never be duplicated. We leave knowing that together we were able to find our individuality. As I was writing this speech, I wanted to find a way to incorporate my artistic life alongside our academic endeavors and individualistic journeys. I saw a Smirkus tradition that would hold meaning to our experience as a class and these final moments together. Ultimately, I came upon the 10th anniversary volume of Circus Smirkus, where the founder, Rob Merman, reminded me of the following story. A gypsy man who followed the tent from town to town and read palms for money and prophesied for free once gave me a strange gift. He prophesied correctly that I would not forget it or him and then disappeared like a fox. He wasn't a young man and he wasn't old. As I remember, he had the kind of weathered face impossible to guess the age. Black eyes staring gravely on mine, he searched for something in the bottom of his carrying bag. He put it in my hand, a small, common road pebble. This stone, he explained, was found in a conspicuous place, on top of an old tree stump in the woods, so he knew it was a stone with a history, a traveling stone waiting for its next carrier. He took it on his wanderings and kept it at the bottom of his bag for over 7 years. An unobtrusive companion one can almost, but not quite forget. A pebble he grew obliged to carry. He gave it to me, he said, because it was ready for another carrier. And I was it. Keep it, give it away, throw it away, it didn't matter. Where it landed was its own destiny, since it was a traveling stone. It may land by the road for eons, or be passed from one to another as a charm. You may place it somewhere, it leaves your mark, or marks a passage of feeling, and you enter its fate. It can have meaning or not, for the ones who carries it. Once at Smirkus at a closing ceremony, marking the emotional last day, each trooper received a traveling stone. What did they do with them? Keep them? Toss them? It didn't really matter. It marked a passage, and the feelings will endure. Today is our own ceremony, not only as a class, but as individuals. We have endured experiences that others will not understand, but as a class, we were persistent, and now we celebrate. Although our time at the Bellows Falls Union High School may be over, I want this story to continue. Therefore, I now ask the class of 2022 to look under their chairs. It's like, really, it's under. Just reach your hand under. It's fine. Yeah, it's over there. Here, they will find their own traveling stone, a stone found in a conspicuous place. Whether you keep the stone by your chair and walk away, trade yours with a friend, keep it for years to come, give it to a stranger, or throw it in the woods, wherever your stone ends up, it is a carrier of your story. What you do with a stone is not important. The point of this token is to symbolize you leaving your mark as we leave this school. Wherever you go, wherever your stone goes, doesn't matter. What matters is that you are making your mark in this world. Whether you cherish the stone or forget about it, as a holder of a traveling stone, you have now marked this moment of change. From this moment on, we can now all wonder, what did they do with them? Keep them? Toss them? It doesn't really matter. It marked a passage, and the feelings will endure. I would now like to introduce the valedictorian, Kathleen Dole, with title Undecided.
Title Undecided. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate and honor the graduating class of 2022. Each of us owe our success today to the unwavering support of this small but fierce community. I'd like to give a special thanks to my amazing family, to my grandparents, aunt and uncle, who have been there for me every step of the way, to Avery, my soulmate, Adam, my hero, and my parents, whose unconditional devotion to my to my well-being and happiness has led me throughout not just the last 4 years, but my entire life has guided me to this moment. You guys have never doubted me. I would also like to thank someone who should have been here today, a person whose kindness and laughter had a profound and everlasting impact on my childhood and this entire community. So, would you all please join me in a moment of silence for Vincenzo Ruggiero, class of 2022. Thank you. Oh, gosh. Okay. Coming up with something to say and apparently not bawling my eyes out was much harder than I anticipated. Despite 4 years of hoping this would happen, my procrastination has never ceased to fail me, and it wasn't until the last minute that this speech took form. I got a lot of interesting advice from the people I talked to. My best friend told me to walk up here, recite a Pitbull lyric, and then leave. Miss Majeski told me to keep it, quote, short but sweet. But anyone who's had an English class with me knows that, unfortunately for all of you, there is no chance of that happening. When I finally did sit down to write, my thoughts began, as they always seem to this time of year, with a walk down memory lane. I conjured memories of being nearly trampled by mathletes, yes, that's regretfully with an M, for an extra slice of pizza, long rehearsals spent trying not to laugh too loud while goofing off behind the curtains of our auditorium stage, every dance where if Party in the USA wasn't played, you knew something must be wrong, long bus rides home from games and matches that I always complained about but secretly wished would go on a little longer so the whispered jokes could continue, and losing my voice every year at Winter Carnival. But recounting the good old times isn't enough. As valedictorian, I've been told that I'm meant to offer you all some piece of advice or wisdom, something I've learned. This was the hard part, and as I got thinking about it, I realized that I've never really considered myself to be the typical valedictorian type. Maybe it's because my dear friend Thomas likes to sweetly and constantly remind me that in every aspect of my life aside from book smarts, I am comically oblivious to the point where he fears for my safety in Boston next year. Or maybe it's the fact that throughout the years, every great scholar I looked up to has seemed to have something that I don't. Plan. Getting to this point and acquiring the tools to go farther has always been my goal. But even now, if you were to ask me what I plan to do with the rest of my life, I'd tell you that I have absolutely no clue. I am undecided. But from my uncertainty, I actually found the greatest piece of advice that I can give you moving forward from this stage in life. Not only is perfection unattainable, it is overrated. Take it from someone who has spent her entire life striving for it and beating herself up when she fell short. Through all our years together, this class has grown into a complex and extraordinary group of peers. We each possess our own strengths as well as flaws, and it has been a blessing to learn from one another. We are not brilliant because we are perfect. We are brilliant because we are human, which is the most honest and beautiful thing to be. So, go out into the world that's waiting for us unapologetically. Let yourself be unsure, let yourself make mistakes, and embrace them even. Change your mind about anything and everything, and above all, be patient and forgiving with yourself, because we owe it to ourselves. Life is too short for regrets and too long to stand still. Hop a plane because you can, write a book, go skydiving, which comes highly recommended by Mr. Murphy, and no matter where life takes you, know that this community will always be a safe place for us to land. Of all the lessons that life has taught me in the last 4 years, the one that rings truest is the knowledge that we are a group of strong and capable young people. This is the end of the beginning, but the beginning of everything else, and we have the rest of our lives ahead of us. I expect nothing but greatness from each of you as we part ways and embark on the next part of our journey. The world won't know what hit them.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Those were some wonderful speeches. I'd just like to take a moment to thank everybody for coming out tonight and celebrating this wonderful class. Those of you who know me, I've got a little bit more of an interest in this class. Not being favored or anything, but I've got someone in the class who's very special to me. All these kids are special to me, though. And this is my first year as principal, and this class has just made a great year. We're going to move on now to hand out our diplomas for this class of 2022. We've got a lot of guests tonight, so bear with us. And here we go. Thank you.
Grace Isabella Wilkinson, National Honor Society, Class President. Thomas Stewart Lynch, National Honor Society, Class Treasurer. Jared Raya Atkin, National Technical Honor Society. Caitlin Marie Bacon, National Honor Society. Dominic Matthew Baeza, National Art Honor Society. Patrick Brody Barbour. Ashley Rose Bartlett, National Honor Society. Grace Joni Bazin, National Honor Society. McKenna Ann Bingham. Courtney Elizabeth Bird, National Honor Society. Ashlyn Michaela Boucher. Charles Aiden Bridges. Abigail Elizabeth Broadley, National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society. Jasmine Dawn Burton. Jaya Orion Karen, National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society. John Anthony Cravino, National Honor Society. Austin James Cunningham. Shelby Jean Studley, National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society, Class Secretary. Stephanie Lynn Ager, Salutatorian, National Honor Society, Class Vice President. Haley Lynn DeForge. Kathleen Francis McDonough Dole, Valedictorian, National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society. Caleb Andrew Douglas. Nicholas Scott Douglas, National Honor Society. Brianna Marie Doobie. Quinn Robert Farmer. Owen Francis Garaffa. Harrison David Gleim, National Technical Honor Society. Jackson Clayton Goodell. Alana Mary Green. Grace Nicole Guild, National Honor Society. Isabella Rose Hammond, National Honor Society. Madison Ann Haskell. Caleb Michael Hillick. Abigail Leanne Hodge, National Honor Society. Maxwell Foster Hook. Zachary Paul Hool. Josiah Scott Hutchins. Kaylee Elizabeth Helen Illingworth, National Honor Society. Keegan Shay Illingworth, National Honor Society. Sapphire Alexis Rose Joy, National Honor Society. Jordan Alex Michael Keefe. Cadence Elizabeth LaCroix. Owen Michael LaRosse, National Honor Society. Jed Allen Lober, National Honor Society. Haley Helena McAllister, National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society. McKenna Elizabeth Milbauer. Karina Ann Elizabeth Mitchell, National Art Honor Society. Jeb Clark Monier. Alejandra Morcillo Franco. Megan Rosa Mortensen. Julia Grace Nystrom, National Honor Society. Kevin James Patterson. Devin Gregory Poirier. McKinnon Smittitz Ross.
It didn't work! I played Dollar General.
Leo Ludwig Schnipper. Mason Edward Scott, National Honor Society. Brianna May Stockman, National Honor Society. Nicholas Lyle Streeter. Savannah Louise Sylvester Neal, National Honor Society. Anya Grace Taylor, National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society. Jonathan Edward Terry, National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society. Madison Margaret Vartuli, National Art Honor Society. Peyton Edward Wanzi. Maya Hardy Warriors, National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society. Kobe Charles Williams. Ariana Murray Wonderly, Third Honor, National Honor Society. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the class of 2022.
can all take a deep breath now. The pressure is off. We are graduates. However, I want all of you to look around for a second at your classmates. This is the last moment all of us are going to be together wearing purple and white. All these years we have accomplished so much together. One thing that makes our class so unique is how different we all are, and within this cohort, we have found our people, bringing us together with an appreciation for these differences. Our childhood has come to an end, and we're all going our separate ways. Remember the people that raised you and what they taught you. Bring those lessons into the world and become something more. Congratulations to the class of 2022. We finally did it.
And now we would like to invite up Stacy Reeve to present the Alumni Award.
This year's Alumni Prize goes to an amazing member of the class of 2022. She is a very bright, witty, and curious about the world around her and her place in it. She excels in all areas of study and has worked hard at this. She is one of the first students to help another in need, either by answering a simple question or providing much-needed support and encouragement. Her empathy and compassion run deep. She truly possesses the ability to make a difference in the lives of others, motivating them to do their best and take chances. This young woman is a terrier through and through and comes with a long line of terriers in the Bellows Falls community. Although she remains undecided in her college major, she will be a rising star whether she's under the big top or in a different field altogether. It is with great pleasure that I present the Alumni Award to Ariana Wonderly.
Bellows.